Well, I'm supposed to be thinning down the herd to make some room so I can finally get this house sorted, but Facebook Marketplace is just too tempting. The first machine to catch my eye is this. Although it looks like a piece of military equipment, this is in fact an Elna Grasshopper. This Swiss-made machine was the first truly portable freearm machine, and this one is one of the last, dating from 1952. This poor old girl has some dodgy wiring, so I haven't even plugged her in yet. She did come with the original operating manual, which will come in handy. It also had the accessory box, which is often missing. I'm not sure that these are the correct bobbins for this machine. They look like Singer 15 bobbins. If anybody can advise, please let me know in the comments. There's also a screwdriver, some sort of oil can, an original Elna oil can, a selection of feet, a feed dog cover plate, and a spout of what looks like a second oil can. But actually this is for paraffin or kerosene. These machines use paraffin to lubricate the bobbin race. It is, however, missing the bottom part of the folding knee lever, which again is not uncommon. It's also missing the spool pins, which appear to have been broken off. Like the Singer 15, the tension assembly is on the faceplate. Check out the quirky take-up lever. The Elna is a full rotary machine. When this little gizmo is attached, it reduces the gearing, so the machine runs slower but with more torque. The switch on the top is for the light, and there's a neat access door to facilitate oiling. This is also where you'll find the serial number. The case unfolds to create a table and sits snugly around the free arm. At first glance, this looks like any run-of-the-mill Singer 99, and I guess it is. But the case still sports the original instruction label. The machine itself is in excellent condition and runs smoothly. The interesting thing about this is it still has its quality control label, and a label proudly stating that it's a 99K22 with chrome-plated brightwork. Sadly, it didn't come with any attachments, but they should be easy to source. I think this one will stay in my collection. Finally, I'm just back from a road trip to pick up this Singer 401G, which was advertised as spares or repair, as it didn't work when plugged in. I paid very little for it, so I'm not too worried if it turns out to be a parts machine. Everything moves smoothly and the machine is in very good condition. It came with a box of parts, which included the operating manual, a random knee control unit, still attached to a motor and light, a tube of Singer lubricant, two Singer foot pedals, which does concern me a little. If the last owner tried both pedals and the machine still didn't work, it looks like a problem with the motor or internal wiring. A box of attachments complete with screwdrivers, bobbins, and this pen-like contraption. I realise that if you screw the lid to the bottom, a nifty brush appears. Neat, eh? The selection of feet are for a low shank machine, so can't be used with the 401, but they're perfect to go with the 99K22, which of course came with no attachments. Sadly, there's no slant shank attachments or top hat cams. I noticed that the bobbin winder thread guide was missing some parts, so I'll have to source one of those too. I decided to open up both pedals, and in both I found dodgy looking capacitors which I removed. I have a video showing how to service a carbon stack foot pedal like this, and I'll put a link above. I also checked both plugs, and both had 13A fuses, which I replaced with the correct 3A ones. Here, I'm checking to make sure that when the button is fully depressed, that the plunger connects with these two contacts. This bypasses the carbon stack, giving full power to the machine. Then I checked the cables to make sure that they were undamaged. I never plug in a sewing machine until I've checked the fuse, the wiring and the foot pedal. For safety's sake, I plug the unit into an RCD, a residual current detector, which should trip if there are any short circuits. Can never be too careful. Well, the light works. And so does the foot pedal. The machine is pretty responsive. A I tried the other foot pedal to make sure that that worked too. Jackpot. Both controllers work perfectly and give a good range of speed control. I'll give this a good cleaning and oiling, and I think this will also stay in my collection. How many sewing machines does one person need? See you next time.